So we have more clips of Donald Trump with Vladimir Putin in their post-meeting press conference. And this happened, when was this on? Was this on Saturday or Friday? I think it was Saturday or Friday. And so Donald Trump is in the UK or headed to the UK. He was, they had to keep him like hidden while he was there because of the enormous protests. And he had this to say. He's asked this question. It's from the BBC. Someone's asking a question about Brexit, and he kept it mostly together during the Russia press conference. Mostly. But when he didn't feel constrained, boy, he seems to be particularly Trumpian these days.
Yes.
And Brexit, sorry, sir, because you are going to the UK. What will be your message on Brexit?
Well, Brexit is, I've been reading a lot about Brexit over the last couple of days, and it seems to be turning a little bit differently.
Pause it. Now,
lie number one.
Listen, well, but here's it is honestly like, it's amazing because this is like, this guy has the emotional and intellectual sort of dexterity of a 7-year-old. Like, where they like
a troubled 7-year-old.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying that to be like insulting, because I've definitely, I don't. This is
the old, like, did you read the book? I read the book. The book was great. It was readable.
It was complex. I was reading many things.
I turned the pages on the book. And
I'm still thinking about a lot of things in the book, actually.
I wouldn't even know where to start, frankly, because so much was happening.
So much was happening in the book. The book was great. Here it is. But it's actually worse than that. Go.
Well, Brexit is, I've been reading a lot about Brexit over the last couple of days, and it seems to be turning a little bit differently, where they're getting at least partially involved back with the European Union. I have no message. It's not for me to say. I own a lot of property there. I'm going to Scotland while I wait for the meeting. I have Turnberry in Scotland, which is a magical place, one of my favorite places. I'm going there for 2 days while I wait for the Monday meeting. But it's not for me to say what they should be doing in the UK. I have great friendships. My mother was born in Scotland. I have great friendships over there. We have a wonderful ambassador, Woody Johnson. And he's by the way, Woody's doing a great job. But it's not for me to say. I'd like to see him be able to work it out so it could go quickly, whatever they work out. Is it heartbreaking? Oh, hard Brexit, I see. I thought you said it was heartbreaking. I said that might be going a little bit too far, right? Heartbreaking. Is it heartbreaking? A lot of things are heartbreaking. No, I would say that, Brexit is Brexit. It's not like, I guess when you use the term hard Brexit, I assume that's what you mean. The people voted to break it up, so I would imagine that's what they'll do, but maybe they're taking a little bit of a different route. So I don't know if that's what they voted for. I just want the people to be happy. They're great people. And I do think sure there'll be protests, because there are always protests. But I think there were protests the night of the election both ways. But in the end, we got 306 electoral votes. And one state that, is interesting. One of the states we won, Wisconsin. I didn't even realize this until fairly recently. That was the one state that Ronald Reagan didn't win when he ran the board. His second time. He didn't win Wisconsin, and we won Wisconsin.
Pause it. I want to remind you, the question was, what do you think about hard Brexit? Okay, back to Wisconsin, please.
But actually, that's the honest part. Here's what I think about Brexit. We won Wisconsin.
He fucking rules.
Wisconsin, and we won Wisconsin. So, we had a great night. Protests, there might be protests, but I believe that the people in the UK, Scotland, Ireland, as you know, I have property in Ireland, property all over. I think that those people, they like me a lot, and they agree with me on immigration. And I think that's why you have Brexit in the first place, because of immigration. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I like how he turned it all around.
Pivot to something that
This
That's
Classic.
exactly right. You pivot to something you know, and I know narcissism, random factoids, and that I won, but also that it's unfair.
It also reminds me of this tweet from 18th of August, 2016. They will soon be calling me Mr. Brexit.
Well, that part is true.
Mr. Brexit.
Didn't he just talk about how he told Theresa May what they should be doing in the UK?
Yes. I that's the thing is I don't even know how I don't think he knows what he's talking about. He's confused. He's meandering. This is what he said. I guess it was in a CBS interview. I want to just read this. All right, and maybe Matt, do you want to put this up on stage? I mean, on the thing. Can you do it here? I think I just was able to send it to you. I don't know if I was able to. This is a quote. He's asked about the trade deal. Like the part of what he said in that Theresa May interview, or about Theresa May, was that we're not going to do, if they do a soft Brexit, he didn't say soft Brexit, we won't maybe have a special trade deal with Britain. So he was asked about that, I guess, by CBS News, if I'm not mistaken. And here it is. We would make a great deal with the United Kingdom because they have product that we like. I mean, they have a lot of great product. They make phenomenal things, you know, and you have different names. You can say England, you could say UK, you could say United Kingdom, so many different, you know, you have so many different names. Great Britain. I always say, which do you prefer, Great Britain? You understand what I'm saying. Right. Yeah, you know, I know. But a lot of people don't know that. But you have a lot of different names. The fact is you make great product, you make great things. Even your farm product is so fantastic.
Nothing I like more than a heaping bowl of UK farm product.
There you go.
Trade wars are easy to win.
I also
So
like
good.
trade wars. I like how he also just like, you could just, it doesn't matter. It's England. It's the UK. You could call it Massachusetts or the United States. It's the same thing.
Same thing.
And they have products.
America, U.S.,
America,
Massachusetts,
yeah,
all the same.
All the same thing. All one thing. And the whole way that they
He's-
lied
he's-
about Brexit was they were basically like, well, I mean, they were Trumpish. They were like, we're going to have even more trade with the EU because there won't be barriers. And we'll trade with America. And we'll trade with China. There's going to be so much trading you won't believe it. And more money for the NHS. That's how they lied about Brexit. He's coming out like, yo, you want a soft Brexit? I'll cancel your main trade, one of your main trade relationships.
This